Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself. Hello there.
I'm working.
You scanned me pretty hard. That wasn't your way of saying, welcome, stranger?
I wanted to be discreet.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full-spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Danfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
Can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder. You have questions? Be quick.
Did you scan me on your own, or did someone put you up to it? Paran? Ephra?
I'm a scientist. I want to understand anything outside my knowledge and experience.
All that information you collect is for personal use?
Of course not. Angara share knowledge. It's how we survive.
How do you stay busy when you're not scanning strangers from another galaxy?
I research and develop organic tactical equalizers.
That sounds... scary.
Only to those who threaten ire.
What else did your scan reveal about me?
You're strong, tough. But much of Helios is inhospitable to human biology. You won't have it easy.
Never have. How do humans stack up against your people in the Ket?
You lack biological advantages, but your technology may offset that.
It can't have been easy, holding out by yourselves against the Ket.
Before them, it was the Scourge. Our entire civilization was almost wiped out. Centuries of rebuilding.
It says a lot that you've made it this far.
We'll go much further.
Thanks for your time.
Yes, yes. Go.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
You're relaxed here. There's a sparkle in your eye.
I am. Thank you. It's Nice of you to notice.
You're interesting. I like to notice.
Thank you for making sure that the squad behaves while on Aya.
They just follow my lead, I guess.
I was being sarcastic. So, good to know. I caught Liam on the bridge the other day, teaching Suvi and Callow an old Angaran folk song. At least that's what I told him it was.
Okay.
Don't fret. The marriage can be dissolved by a different song. I'll try to remember it. Ryder. Pathfinder.
We're still good.
Hey, Lexi. I tracked down some samples of the Angaran
Missing
antiseptic
something
you were
crucial.
talking about.
I'll probably have it.
Angaran antiseptic. Oh, Jamal. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test his application. Thank you very much, Petra.
Anything for the woman who keeps us healthy.
Have something to celebrate?
I feel so out of place here. People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
Let's make sure they have no reason to be
I
afraid.
have something to help.
I'm on my best behavior. Ryder.
Can you believe this place? Here's your golden world.
Unfortunately, already occupied.
Well, yeah, but it's here. Shows it's possible. That's something. There's just so much to see. Ryder.
Pathfinder.
The Ket have turned more aggressive. Abductions are down. Now they're slaughtering outposts.
They're scared, overcompensating.
Things got worse when Ephra sent the new aliens to help with our forces on Verne.
Correlation doesn't imply causality.
Oh, I hate it when you say that.
Then prove me wrong. Gather more data.
I always do.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar, kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishare. In the ion bed. They've calibrated it.
Everything is fine, Taoshi. Stop worrying.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a data pad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Definitely the Moshai being rescued. They're still using adaptive encryption, but from what I can tell, things are ugly. Someone will be sacrificed to this anger. Soon, at this rate.
Good. Fewer yet to deal with.
Let's go over this again, everyone. Sentiment ground. Focus. That's strategic ability. What we're doing right now is something like a balance. Before you go into the field, you need to attain focus without thinking about it. Okay.
I expect you to take good care of Joel out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exultation.
It must be hard for you, realizing what the Ket soldiers are.
Doesn't change what we have to do. It's war. What do you need?
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than Resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. Treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the Resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized. Poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the Resistance real.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not Resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the Resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? How is the Resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How'd you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her.
She holds her own. Not many do.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build...
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Moved Team Vayon to replace them.
No, Section 9 is still unstable.
They'll be out of food in 2 days. Out of ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many kit, not enough resistance. Have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a kit outpost, but I don't know.
Give your team a chance to pull it off.
We fought best when the odds are against us. Maybe you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
Ryder. I could join in down there. I could use a workout. Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
For some Angara, we're the only humans they'll ever see. That's huge.
Whatever happens, we'll make a better show than the Ket. Saw a few Angara crying on my way here. Honestly heard about exaltation. I wanted to stop and say something, but what can you say? Starting to wish I'd brought a chair. Spectacular, isn't it? Aya's the kind of world we dreamed of. We're lucky the Angara are welcoming us. Good to see you. Good to see you.
You know the drill. Again!
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Anything I buy will be used to fight Ket.
You fight our enemy, but you're not one of us. Remember that.
Check again on the full car.
Lava flows hit a few fields, so production has been slow at this point.
Supplies have been tight, so we haven't been able to send out as much as we'd like. Let me check just in case. Turan would be happier sending one box than nothing.
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
None of us will be safe until we stop the Ket for good.
I've learned to enjoy small victories when they come. What can I do for you?
So what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
A brother, Scott.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
I sense tension between your government and the Resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The Resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
I'm hoping you can help me get on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all, and other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone, and neither can your initiative.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up, we leave to make room for someone new. The cycle repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Did you hear? About the Exalted. They're us.
I don't believe it. There must be some mistake.
I don't know, Ashel. When you put everything together, it explains so much.
I refuse to believe we've been killing our own people, our own kin.
Don't know how I can beat fighting off a pack of RG. Son above.
You took down those outsiders on Elegant, didn't you?
Just one. But he had a gun.
Didn't think I'd be shipping out so soon.
Avela's getting restless.
What do you expect? She used to crawl through cat-infested ruins.
She's braver than I could ever be.
Ryder. Ryder.
PB said she wanted to talk to you.
Oh, come on, think. Think! I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder! Shit! You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
What's your usual solution?
Usually, I cut bait. Scram, strike out on my own. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see.
You know, there's room for two. You're willing to share? I won't cramp your style.
Let's find out.
All right, I'm in.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. This hits the spot. Ryder?
Yeah?
There's something else that would relax me.
What's that?
You haven't taken the bait yet, but I'm not afraid of rejection. Wanna fool around?
Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
I don't think so, PB.
That's fine. Say no more.
I hope this is enough.
Hey, don't you know what say no more means? Really, I mean it. No explanation necessary. Just
thank you for this.
Hey ya! What's shaking?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
Ryder.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
I always have time for you.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Feeling okay?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Hey, there you are.
Hey, kid.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Back again?
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Caught you napping. Do all Angara snore, or just you?
Do all humans whimper in their sleep? Or just you?
Still waiting to find that pirate hiding place. To get Varand and the damn data I passed her.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Yes?
I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Hello, Sarah.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
I'm going to do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties. Is a massive red giant, like Arcturus back home.
Far more remote, I'm afraid.
picking up something. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Anomaly found.
EOS and the... Tithia system.
You're on an exploration mission. ISA was very clear that this wasn't a military operation.
I can see that. I mean, if the Cat decide to focus on them, I worry about them, but...
It makes them feel safer, doesn't it?
Just a bit.
Hi, this is Jan Garson, founder of the initiative.
You're the Pathfinder! Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
I guessed you'd ask about the Angara. It's a good reason to say hi.
That's not... This is about history, not you and...
Me and...
I need to finish this. So, the Angara, your thoughts on the alliance?
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water? Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
Aya is a sovereign planet of the Angara. We have no right to settle there.
Strong stuff. Here's hoping we don't need to. Okay, that's... Look, camera off? I need to say something. I feel like you want to get closer to me than an interview.
I think I might. What about you?
I want... this isn't right. It's not ethical to date an interview subject. But once the documentary's done, we could get to know each other better.
I could be spoken for by then.
I wouldn't interfere with your life. What happens with me stays with me. But if you want to share your heart, I'd like that. Once the documentary's finished.
Then I'll be patient. It'll be something to look forward to.
Thank you. Just a couple more interviews and let's see what happens. Oh, a call from the director's office. Excuse me.
What? That's ridiculous. Why would he say that?
Director?
Maybe he thought he was
No,
being
that's
honest.
final, I'm afraid.
He was being an ass.
Yes, I understand perfectly. Psst. We're doing great, Ryder. Thanks.
I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
I'm sure he would have, to be with you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
A reminder that alcoholic beverages must be consumed
Hey, Ryder.
in private quarters or in the vortex. Consumption of alcohol in public spaces is strictly prohibited.
Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Welcome.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Yet all this, your initiative, is proof there's a better way. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshae says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Havoa Sep Jav Teravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
In my case, it's fine to continue. Thank you for
I'm
asking.
Jen Garson,
I appreciate
founder of
it.
the initiative.
Some
On
Asari
behalf of the
prefer male
Nexus,
pronouns,
I welcome you
while
to the
others
Cultural
gravitate
Center.
towards
Please have a look
gender-neutral where
around.
language allows.
My people have several pronouns to identify themselves
We
with.
hope you'll enjoy learning about the
Perhaps I
rich
should
diversity
prepare a
of
document.
people who have arrived
Please
from
do.
the Milky Way galaxy.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Nexus. I hope your accommodations are satisfactory.
The Nexus is a
The young
place
scientist
by
of scientists has
the
been very kind, and my security's concerns were addressed thoroughly.
With the Ket presence, one can never be too careful, even here.
Of course, I do understand.
Don't
Our own
hesitate to
interactions
speak
with the
one
Ket
of our
haven't been
friendly
exactly
peace
good.
ambassadors.
The Ket treat all non-Kets the
They're
same,
happy to answer
like
any
dirt
questions
under
you
their
may
feet.
have and eager to learn more about your own culture.
Welcome back.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
This place is great. I'm learning a great deal. Shalom. That is my favorite human greeting. So far. Shalom. That is my favorite human greeting. So far.